Hello. So today I want to show you a present that I'm making for some family members as a baby shower gift. And definitely this is something that any mom can do to put together before they bring their baby home. And so this is called a nurse bag. And so I start out with using a cosmetic bag like this. This is about 8 inches wide, and there's 2 layers. My baby is older now. He's 15 months. I have a bigger bag, which is 10 inches, and I will demonstrate that in the video, at the end of the video. So as far as, this is the baby shower present that I'm doing, and it's called a nurse bag. And what it is you're just gonna start putting a bunch of medicines, a lot of just medical things that you're gonna need. So it's gonna look bulky because it's still in this package, like the box and things like that. So let's go ahead and start. To start out with, you're gonna need a thermometer for the forehead and the ear. When baby starts to get a lot of fevers and really high fevers, the pediatrician or the nurse will say, well, did you take a rectal temperature? So you're gonna need this too. All right, and then I have a frida nose sectioner with a little filter that you change out. Now some moms will not do that. So it's good to have this bulb sectioner, and it's the one that you can actually split in half and take it apart, clean it, and let it air dry. You do need this for the baby, especially in the beginning, because when they throw up in their mouth, you don't want them to aspirate anything, so you'll still need to section their mouth with this thing. And then you'll need nasal saline. You always need to saline in their nose to kind of thin out their mucus secretion so that it's easier to suck things out. Infant motrin, infant tylenol. You always need benadryl, especially when the baby starts eating food. And so you always need to have children liquid benadryl handy. I put diaper cream, aquaphor, like basically Vaseline. And this is something extra. This is a little box that I labeled syringe. As you start opening these, you start getting these syringes. And that's where it's good to kind of store all the syringes in there. I'll kind of show you an example of mine. So this is mine. And you see I have like, all the syringes in here. And to be a little extra and fun, I also put a disposable stethoscope. It's just kind of fun to give to new parents so they can listen to the baby's heartbeat, listens to the baby's breath sounds, even though they may not be medically trained to do an assessment like that. But you know, it's just kind of a nice tool to kind of have. And this is called a nurse bag. So now I'm going to show you my nurse bag. My baby is 15 months old, so I definitely have upped this and added a lot more stuff. So this is 10 inches. All right. I do have a disposable stethoscope. I do have my own nurse stethoscope that I do use, but as far as like traveling stuff, I put this one in there. So I have his thermometer. I do have his I do have a nose frida over here, nasal saline. I do have Tylenol, children's Tylenol, and on these bottles of medicines, I write the dosage that I should give my baby. If my husband was to give the baby, and let's say I'm busy with the baby, and I'm like, hey, I need Tylenol, he knows what dose to pull up in the syringe. So Tylenol, children's motrin. Here's the dosage. So I do have children's benadryl. The benadryl comes in a really big bottle, and as far as like traveling and things like that, I didn't feel like it was necessary for me to put it in my nurse bag, so I did put it in here. Just recently, my baby got a rash, and the pediatrician said to give him some children's zyrtec, so I have that. And Andrew has some constipation issues, so he does get miralax twice a day. So I have miralax here. I haven't had to use this recently, but this is a suppository, and I did get some lube from my nurse friends from the hospital. And my nurse practitioner said make sure to use like a water-based lube, kind of like KY jelly. Do not use aquaphor because it's not water-based, and it's harder on the tissue down there. So if you wanted to put some lube in here for the suppository, you can use like eye drops and empty it out, and then put some lubes in there and like that. Other things that I have, oh, here is my syringe box that I keep all the syringes in. here is just a little bag to put some extra stuff in to be a little more organized. There's this digital thermometer. I have neosporin. This is an anti-itch cream over the counter. This is his prescription steroid cream. I have it in there. I do have diaper cream, and the Destin diaper cream is currently at his diaper station. So as far as traveling, I always have it in this little container. And for some reason, I have measuring tape. It's just nice to have. And that is my nurse bag. I have it at home. I travel with this. I put it in the suitcase. It is super useful. It's great communication with your partner to say, hey, I need this. It's in the nurse bag. So I hope you find this very helpful, and I hope you enjoy putting it together.